Everyone, welcome into another episode of Disney Talk Thursdays. A little bit later than usual, but I'm Walt.
I'm Melissa.
Welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. We appreciate everybody being in here tonight. Hope you're all doing really, really well. We're going to have a good time. At least I think we're going to have a good time. Melissa is too. But I appreciate everybody being here. We're going to have fun tonight. We're going to talk Epcot. Of course, last week we talked Animal Kingdom, and I thought, let's just keep going around all the different different parks, but we will get to the countries, and kind of talk about them because they're fun, and there's a lot to do, and that way, if anybody's watching for the first time, they can have some information and insight. And we got some good trivia questions for you guys at the end of the night, so stick around. Before that, let's say hi to some people in the chat. We have Ross Merrill in here. Welcome in.
Hi, Ross.
Steve. Do you have the thing? You should play it. James Garcia, welcome in. Noah, good to see you. Hey, Stacy, good to see you. Zippity Doodad, welcome in. Disney Nerd Herders, thank you for being here, everybody. We are going to have a good time tonight. Jelly's Journeys, welcome in. Yeah, I know. I needed a haircut, man. This is how I usually keep it. I usually keep it very, very short. When I went to the lady the other day, she's like, man, you got a lot of hair up there. So this is how I usually keep it. But welcome in, everybody. Explosive Phoenix, Jelly's Journeys, welcome in. Duke Family Chronicles, welcome in. First time here. Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We're going to be talking, what was it? Steve. Hey, Steve, can you hear that?
I don't know if you can or not.
Steve, if you've ever seen Claudio the Chance of Meatballs, they say it in that. So that's what that's from.
Think of you. Steve.
Disney World Adventures. What's up, Chris? Welcome in, buddy. My Disney Park Memories. I don't know if I missed anybody else, but thank you all for being here. We are talking Epcot tonight. And we're going to have a good time with it. And we're going to talk food. We're going to talk rides, attractions.
Hey, John.
Richard, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. And I want to start with, I don't know where we want to start. I don't know if we want to start with talking about what's coming, all the changes that'll be coming to Epcot, or if we just want to get right into like rides and attractions and kind of go from there. Yeah, I love actually. Claudio the Chance of Meatballs is actually, even though it's not Disney, it's actually a really good movie. I think it's funny. I really do. I like it. And I like it a lot.
Oh, you look 10 years younger.
Don't worry, the beard will be back before you know it. I only shave like once a month. So, but it was time to clean up the act a little bit. But I appreciate everybody being here. But let's get right into it. Epcot, I know, is your favorite park, right?
It is.
By far.
Usually.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Hey, Kay Atwood, welcome in. Good to see you. Everybody say hi to Kay. It definitely is Melissa's favorite park. It's probably my second favorite. Steve, I know you had mentioned on Disney World Adventures, you thought it was mine too. It's actually not. Oh, excuse me. Magic Kingdom is my favorite by far, but I love Epcot next. And I've actually grown to appreciate Epcot more because it never used to even be my second favorite. It used to be Hollywood Studios and then Epcot.
That might change for you again.
Yeah, it might, depending upon how August goes, that it might change. You're right. Look, Melissa Jelly says you and her would get along.
Awesome.
Yeah, I heard that too, Stacy. There was originally going to be a Mary Poppins dark ride that they thought they were going to put in Britain, but now it's just going to be like a carousel, which is kind of too bad. It would have been neat to see a dark ride over there.
Yeah. Interesting. He's always got some good vlogs.
Yes, DSMY, absolutely. Oh, Explosive Phoenix says you got some competition next week. Mouse Talk, after Sports Talk. My live show starts going live. Good.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. We'll be sure to try our best to drop in. Absolutely. Epcot is not in Disneyland, Richard, actually. It's really close to you.
Hardy har har.
Just Ross says, just a thought, Disney bought Fox. Fox owns MASH. So does that mean Klinger is a Disney princess? You know what? That's a good point. I guess he could be now.
Gosh,
that's really funny.
hilarious.
Oh my gosh, Stacy says,
John.
hey, John Hazelton, welcome in, buddy. Epcot Bob. Yep, I think he goes by Epcot Bob or Bob. Yeah, well, Epcot Bob is that's Dean's brother.
Yeah.
From the Live Place.
It is.
Yep. Everybody be sure to check out the Live Place too. Family-friendly streams throughout the week. A lot of those folks that do stream are in here tonight. I appreciate them being here. He has such a great channel. He really does. and lots of great family-friendly stuff on there. But let's get right into it. And we're going to kind of walk around.
Hey,
Joey's World, welcome in. Good to see you. Would have been here 2 minutes earlier, but had to watch the ad that popped up. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. Yep, they doing a lot now. Jack Sandy Claus Logan, welcome in. Thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. We're going to have fun tonight. But I want to kind of do kind of a walk around. Of course, when you first go into Epcot, there's been, obviously, they're talking about all the new changes that are coming to the front entrance. I'm actually very happy they're changing the front entrance. I think that's kind of a waste of space. I don't want them to get rid of Leave a Legacy.
Right.
I don't
like how it's set up.
I don't either.
It's like a maze, just trying to get through there.
Yeah.
It never really made a lot of sense to me anyway.
Yeah, me either.
I don't really understand it.
I don't like it either, but I don't want them to get rid of it. And they're not, which is great. They're going to take those plaques or whatever you want to call them and put them on the outside of the park, right on the front there, but on the outside before you come in, and make that whole area much wider, which they need to make it, and much more a better aesthetic, I guess is what I'm looking for.
My Disney Park memory says she always had more stress going through Epcot security check compared to other parks, and I agree with that. I don't know why, but it's much more congested even before you go through the turnstiles. Where you are, the whole setup is not so great. So I'm hoping maybe that will change too.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like the setup down there with that, and it's very bottlenecked. It's really bottlenecked, and you only have a couple different paths, and nobody goes through the Leave a Legacy areas. I very rarely even see people look at it. So it'll be nice to see that changed. Of course, from there, right there in the very beginning, I think is where guest relations is too. So if you're ever looking for guest relations, I think it's right underneath the big Spaceship Earth ball, off to your right if you're entering, off to your left if you're exiting, if I'm not mistaken. And somebody in the chat, let me know if I'm correct or not. Hey, Bill, welcome in. Good to see you.
Chris, you said hi to me earlier. Didn't get to say hi. I didn't want to interrupt Walt.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Bill, good to see you, buddy. You're only checking in because the draft's down at the moment, I know.
I know. I just saw Steve post that. That's crazy. What I said, it said hazardous weather. What is it, like tornado warnings and stuff or something?
Yep, exactly.
Wow, that's crazy.
Ross, that's no problem at all. Looks like I have to go get in my truck and head out to deliver disaster supplies. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. No problem at all, Ross. Thank you for stopping in.
Robin, you're not as late as you think. We decided to start at 8 tonight, so you're not late at all.
Yeah, no, we just started. Literally just started. We wanted to go a little bit late. There's another couple. I'll just be honest. There's another couple, Disney Eye to Eye, that goes at 7:30. They run with us at the same time, and I don't like overlapping with other people if I don't have to. It can take away from their streams, and everybody wants their streams to be successful. So I thought, well, let's go a little bit later tonight so that they could get. And please, it's not that we're being, any kind of way. I want them to be successful as well. And, maybe some people that are in there that were here could go over there as well. So that's why we went late. Just to help them out, for sure. And hopefully some people went over there. We went in for a couple minutes because we wanted to show some support and give them a like. But I appreciate everybody being here. Yes, the draft on too, multitasking. Yeah, Stacey, I'm sorry. We did. I just wanted to kind of give that other channel, some people and all. So hopefully they did. I hope they did well with that. But from there, once you get in, there's so many changes coming. But most of the changes are coming to the Future World area because, thank you, Zippity Doo Dah. I appreciate that. Of course, once you get in from World Showcase and you pass Spaceship Earth, that whole area right there where the fountain is. The big fountain, the one that kind of does a little show, Club Cool and all that, that's all going away too.
Yeah, that's so crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna miss that. I mean, I know they said they're moving the Starbucks, so I don't have to stress about that too much. But
do we able to get a coffee?
I can still get coffee and macchiatos and all that good stuff. But I really like Club Cool. I like being able to stop in and try the different drinks. And right now, I guess that just leaves us with the Coke store at Disney Springs. But I don't think they have free samples there because we went down there.
Where?
You have to go at the Coke store.
No, not downtown at Disney Springs. They don't.
You have to go upstairs and you have to buy it. So I think it was kind of fun to have the little cups and be able to get. And no Beverly. That's right, Noah. Unless you want to buy it. I don't think many people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, some people must like it. I can tolerate it.
Yeah, I agree. Disney Nerdhunter says, yep, they love Epcot too, especially when we were staying at the boardwalk to walk over is priceless.
Oh, nice.
It's true.
That's awesome.
I mean, Yacht and Beach Club too. If you're there as well, you can do it. I think even if you're at Swan and Dolphin, you can technically get it too. So I agree. I mean, it's so convenient in a lot of ways to be able to walk. I agree 100%.
Hi, Sherry.
Hey, Sherry, welcome in. Everybody say hi to Sherry. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
No, one of the reasons, and I've been wanting to stay at the boardwalk on one of our trips, so that would be great. Be able to walk to my favorite park too, even better.
John, they were refurbishing Electric Umbrella, but I think, and please, as somebody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they're now back open, though. I think Electric Umbrella is now back open, and that actually, what surprises me, is not going away with this refurb. We're not big fans of Electric Umbrella. I thought we did one time and didn't like it.
Maybe you went with one of the kids. I've never eaten there. It just...
There's no need.
There's so many great places to eat in Epcot. The Electric Umbrella is not one of them.
Right.
I mean, maybe it's good for families, or that you need something quick and you don't want to go into World Showcase. But I think there are even places without going in. I mean, I'd rather eat Sunshine Seasons 10 times over
Electric Umbrella, and we haven't eaten there either.
No,
we'll get to that.
I've heard so many good things.
Yep.
I see the menu. I just can't even imagine eating at Electric Umbrella.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Cargo.
If I, it's not like I can honestly say that since I haven't eaten there, but
it's true. Welcome in, Cargo. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it.
What did you think about it, Chris? Did you like the food? I mean, was it good? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a food snob.
I don't know. I don't know. But we're going to get it. We're going to break down each country. We're going to go around each one, and we'll talk about it. Electric Umbrella. There you go. What did I miss?
Shelly's dad calls Electric Umbrella the nuclear walrus.
I don't know. I'm not going to eat there.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Michael Riley, welcome in. Good to see you. I think this is your first time in. Welcome in.
That's great.
But there's so many different things in Future World. Of course, you have Spaceship Earth, which is fantastic. Hey, Dougie, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Disney Nerd Herders.
Yep, Disney Nerd Herders.
I don't know if we said
I
hi.
think we
You did.
Yep.
I missed you though.
That's
Hi.
Right. But you have, of course, Spaceship Earth. You have Test Track. You have one of our least favorite in Mission Space. We're not big Mission Space fans. And all this is off to the left. If you're first coming in, this is off to your left. And of course, they have rides over there. They now have that little, the little cart, the food truck cart over there with the mac and cheese. Isn't that where you get the mac and cheese over there?
They have like some of the specialty donuts right now. You're talking about the, it's kind of named after the, what is?
I forgot. Taste Track. It's called Taste Track.
It's just like the ride.
Yeah, it's called Taste Track.
But they have, I think, some specialty donuts going on right now and some other things. They change it up. Yes.
Dougie, yes, it went bald. I know. I'm clean shaven now. Smooth.
Like a baby's butt.
I don't
Is that
really.
okay to say?
Yeah, I guess. Dougie, trust me, in like 6 hours, it'll be back, so it won't take long.
We never got to do Horizons, John. I really wish I had.
George says, electric Umbrella is when you're starving and there's nothing else open.
Or you just don't want to walk any further.
Or it's true. No, it's true.
And Chris said it has good options for the younger kids, so I guess that makes sense. They probably have like your chicken nuggets or your, something that our son Mason would probably want. So yeah. I get that. I totally get that. We've been there.
Yep.
So.
But I do like that also in World Showcase, not World Showcase, we're not there yet. In the Future World, when you go off to the right, you have the meet and greets over there, but those meet and greets are going to go away. Right. They're going to put them in different places because that entire building is going away. But of course, over to the right, you also have the Coral Reef, which we've never eaten at. Of course, you have the Land Pavilion with Sunshine Seasons, the Finding Nemo ride, and of course, Soarin'. And Living with the Land. I mean, there's a lot. I love the Land Pavilion and the Seas with Nemo. That part of this area I love the most, I think, in Future World, for sure. What are they saying?
They're debating, because Dougie wasn't there for the Tuesday night.
Oh, I know.
The Pocahontas versus Mulan, and Steve saying that it wouldn't have mattered if Dougie was there. Well, it might have.
It might have.
We were the only, I think, anti-Pocahontas people.
I know. Well, I think Mulan is a girl worth fighting for.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, that's my pun for the night. But I do. When you really talk about it, the land side of things, I love it over there. Soarin's a great ride. I'm not as big into the ride now.
Soarin',
since the update.
It's sad. I love Soarin'. It was probably like my most favorite ride ever. Of course, until Avatar opened. But then when they changed it, I liked the California version.
Oh, I do too.
And the world version is fine, but it's taken it down a couple notches for me. I'm not as I mean, it's still a cool ride, but I definitely don't like it as much as I used to. So
no, it's nowhere near what it used to be. I love Living with the Land. I know everybody's just like, well, it's just a boat ride. You don't do anything, but it's fantastic. It's very relaxing. It's a lot of great information. It's cool to look at. I find the Living with the Land ride to be a highly underrated ride.
Robin said they just added pot roast over at Sunshine Seasons.
Oh, I love pot roast. I would get that.
And I see they have Mongolian beef, and that's one of Little Walt's favorites. Have you ever tried that? Is it any good? Oh, when it's the same pot roast as the Garden Grill. Then that means it's really good.
Yep. John, you've never done Soarin'? Oh my gosh, buddy. You make sure next time you go to Disney. I don't think John's been there in a while though. But John, next time you go, be sure.
I thought you meant our John's.
No, John Hazelton.
Oh, okay. Never mind, John.
No, I know our John's.
Scratch that face. I thought he meant our John's for some reason. I was like, what? I'm like, he lives there. That would be like unforgivable. That's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of far.
Yeah,
away.
exactly. Oh my gosh, Robin says it's the same pot roast that they have at the Garden Grill, which is fantastic. Is that what you just said? I was reading.
I'm not even here.
You are here.
Nope.
Whatever.
Did I just not say that, people?
I was reading the chat.
See, me too.
I can't multitask.
Reading the chat. We're not going to talk. We're just
yeah, no, it's true. No, our John Smith, that's a good note. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Steve, you're supposed to be on my side.
I did. I knew I did.
Whatever, Steve.
I love pot roast too. Disney Nerd Herders. Oh my gosh. Pot roast is the bomb. My grandmother made the best pot roast.
Robin, you got to meet Richard. Oh, good job. Yay! Awesome.
We see your posts all the time on Facebook.
I know. It's great.
So
I love it.
Fair.
Oh my gosh. But no, it is that whole side over there. And of course, the forgotten ride over in the Future World is, of course.
In Future World?
Yeah, over that way.
Your favorite ride?
No, the forgotten ride. See? She proved my point.
I'm trying to think
Figment, Journey into Imagination.
Oh, I love Figment.
No, obviously not. You forgot.
I'm trying to think, whatever.
No,
it's a lot of fun. I like the seas with Nemo and friends.
It's fun. I love how they incorporate the video on the real water and the real fish. Yeah, that's really neat. How
did
they
we
do
talk
that.
About our most favorite ride in Future World?
Spaceship Earth.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. It's the best ride in Epcot to me.
Yeah.
Nothing like Spaceship Earth. That's probably the only ride, even over Soarin', and I know everybody's going to think that's funny. Spaceship Earth has to be first. I don't know.
Thanks, Steve.
I do. I love Spaceship Earth. I think Spaceship Earth is easily a top 5 ride in all of Walt Disney World. For me.
I love it.
I know you. I know you do.
Severely depressed. It'll be shutting down for 2 years, so that is going to be very difficult. Very difficult.
That would be a good all-day challenge, Disney Nerd Herders. Back and forth between Living with the Land and TTA all day. Of course, monorail in between the two.
It have to be. That's funny.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I like that.
That would be fun. But there's so many fun rides in all of Future World itself. But there's a couple that are kind of clunkers. I'm not a fan of Mission Space. I don't think Mission Space is that much fun. I wish they would take that space and put it somewhere else. What about you?
No pun intended. I know, and since they changed it, or like the green, because we don't do the spinny side anymore.
We won't do the fast one.
So I don't know if that's any better. We do and they changed it, and I actually like it less now that they changed the mission. So it's just that much more boring. So I don't need to ever do that right again. So yeah, that's Disney Time put in there green or orange. If you've done the orange, let us know if it's better. I just know I can't do that whole G-force spinny thing. I'll get sick. So,
yeah, John saying it, Zippity Doodad is saying it. Spaceship Earth is way better than Soarin', in my opinion. Soarin's neat and it's unique in its own way, but so is Spaceship Earth in a lot of ways. It's amazing the technology and the engineering behind that ride. The fact that they get all that inside that ball is just, it's incredible.
And Steve and Zippity Doodad say orange, and Steve's going to try the orange on the next trip.
I'm not trying it, Steve. You're going alone, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Yeah. You can come out and not throw up on us and tell us how it was.
Yeah, because if I go on it, I'm going to probably puke. So.
See, that's what Joey's was. Mission Space is now Mission Don't Get Sick.
It's true. I can't do it.
I know I can't. I'm not even going to bother. Our John's did the orange. He loves it.
Yeah, I mean, it really, hey, Jim, more sunshine, please. Good to see you, buddy.
Cargo, it's funny you say that. She doesn't do Mission Space because she's claustrophobic. Our son Mason, we went on the green one.
Oh, he freaked out.
And he got, you know how they come really tight down the bars over your head? Well, his wouldn't come unlocked when we were done with the ride, and he freaked. They'd have people come over there and get a special key to get him unstuck from it, and it was on him kind of tight. So
spoiler alert, they got him out. He's fine.
So now he's in the closet.
Yeah, exactly. More Sunshine, please says, remember how easy it is to chat in the stream with your ABCs? Thanks to Phoenicians. They invented them.
Dan here. Now Dan's going to come out.
Disney Time. Welcome in, Disney Time. I think this is your first time. They say they've never been to Disney World, but when they do, they're going to do the orange.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the intense one. It's definitely the intense one.
Good luck.
It's going to be something else. Yeah, I no, Mission Space is not all that. But I am, speaking of Future World, the one thing I am glad they've done now is they've taken the Odyssey building and they've purposed it. They've made a purpose for it. Now, what are you laughing at?
Dougie, Mission Space is good laugh. I like that feeling you get like you're going to die.
Oh, yeah, that's a good laugh. But I do. I like the fact that the Odyssey is now open. I think that's it's a good use of space, and they use it for festival stuff all the time now. So it's good that they do that, and hopefully they'll keep that open more often.
Hi, Dee.
Hey, Dee Hazel, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I know you were on the Disney Eye to Eye stream. That's kind of why we went a little bit late tonight, so we're glad you're here. Thank you for being here, definitely. You got 25 watching. Thank you, guys.
Oh, of course. That's right, Robin. I'm sure he is asleep after being up
all
hours of the night.
Yeah, I'm sure he's asleep too, absolutely.
Walt wouldn't even let me watch his vlog.
Let's not get into it, please.
No, we can't talk about it. So if any of you have seen it, don't say anything.
Yeah,
Walt's
that's great. Now, if you didn't say anything, out of sight, out of mind. Now you've opened Pandora's box, Melissa.
No, please don't say it. He's like, I can read between the lines. I don't care if it says no spoilers.
Here we go. Anyway, let's move on to the next subject, please. I do want to go in. Speaking of which, and by the way, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 trivia questions for the end of the night. So be ready for that, guys. I got some fun ones here. Some of these are actually really hard. I didn't know the answer to them. So hopefully you guys will get them.
Jim, Dan says that the Phoenicians did not invent the alphabet.
That's what he says.
He is a history buff, so apparently he gets extremely upset when he hears thank the Phoenicians.
You know what? Disney Time said, oh, Robin, don't worry about it. We're just kidding.
No.
Half kidding. Hey, Brian, welcome in, buddy.
Hey, Brian.
Brian, I didn't see you. Were you in there earlier, buddy? We
No,
didn't see you. I'm sorry.
I
didn't. I'm just now seeing you.
That's why he's just saying hi to Steve.
But I do exactly.
He's like, forget you guys.
Disney Time says Tower of Terror at Disney World or Mission Breakout. He prefers Mission Breakout. I've done Tower. I'm not a big drop guy. I don't like straight drops like that. I did Tower of Terror one time with our son.
What? How many years ago?
Oh, it's been years now.
8 years ago?
At least. I won't do it again. I can't do that drop like that.
You said you might.
But I haven't done it since.
Yeah,
I said I'm.
maybe I'll do it this time.
I say that every time and I never do it.
That's like me in Splash Mountain.
Yeah, I just won't. But you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I have a feeling this trip I'm gonna be forced. I've got people that are probably gonna grab me and pull me into the ride.
Yep, I think so.
I'm not gonna have a choice at all.
But I do like, speaking of, after we go through Future World, I want to head I guess we'll go to the left, talk about the Mexico Pavilion. What is it about that pavilion you like in Mexico?
The food.
Well, what was I thinking?
We're going to say that in every food. So what do you like about this one? The food. No, I actually really like the pyramid where you go inside.
Me too.
And
I love the inside.
I like that it looks like it's nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
I like the interaction in the little areas where like you're shopping. And of course love the Grand Fiesta Tour.
Yes, absolutely. The Mexico Pavilion is one of my top 3 pavilions in all of World Showcase. I love the fact you can go inside and you get the different what's that called? The different little stands in there and stuff like that. I think that's
like
cool.
an open market, which is the setup, which is really cool.
Yeah, I really do. I like it a lot. I think it's awesome. Of course, I love Grand Fiesta Tour.
Dougie said that Tower of Terror is perfection, and he's blocking us all and calling the police.
Nice, thanks.
Thanks, Dougie.
My Disney Park memory says, in 2000, a test track, a crash dummy popped out of a door to do a meet and greet. I was so surprised that I didn't film it. Regret it to this day. That would be awesome. Oh my gosh. That would have been so cool if you could meet a crash test dummy, that would have been awesome.
Like back when it was
Yes,
the
when
old-
it
oh my
was the
gosh.
old one back in 2000.
See, I actually
gosh.
didn't like the ride at any point, but I liked it better
Yes.
as the test dummy ride than what it is now.
Yep.
I could care less about that ride.
Yep.
I don't usually do it.
It's
I've
all
done
right.
it a
It's
couple
fine.
times.
It's fine.
I kind of, for me, I know everybody likes to design their car. I guess for me, I'm just not really into all that. So I just want to skip the queue and just get the ride over with.
Yep.
I'd rather just be outside and reading on the bench.
Dougie said, Bill says he loves the pavilion, Mexico Pavilion. He loves the pyramid and the food's awesome. John says he loves the area too. Jelly's Journey, the Mariachi Cobra are awesome. They actually are really good.
I haven't seen it yet in person, so I'm excited.
But what we've seen,
Mhm.
they're very good from what we've seen on video. I can't wait to do it. I agree, Joey, as well. I love the Mexico Pavilion. It never used to be one of my favorites. It's really grown on me. Actually bought I guess it's a
my mom
poncho,
bought
right?
you- Yeah, it's like a poncho.
Yeah, your mom bought me a poncho.
And he loves that thing.
I love it.
Couldn't find it
I wear it
part
all
of the
the
winter
time.
this
I was so
winter. He was
upset.
freaking out.
Yep.
I found it, but
Yeah.
now it's on.
Yep, now it's warm. I can't wear it now.
No, now that I found it, it's too late.
But I love it. I bought that there. I was like, oh my God, I have to have that. And I wear that poncho all the time
He does.
when I could find it.
Oh, Brian's making chili for dinner
There
tonight.
you go.
I love chili. Homemade chili, I hope.
D. Hazel, that's a good question. Does anyone have a direction they do World Showcase? We're always anti-clockwise and do Mexico last. We normally do too.
Yeah, we normally do.
Normally we go counterclockwise as well and do that. Oh, Dougie, thank you very much.
Dougie.
No, we
You're
appreciate
awesome.
that. Enjoy your trip.
Thank you for, yeah.
Dougie's going to Disneyland Paris, I think, tomorrow.
Yes, that's awesome. I saw your post. That's awesome.
Thank you, Dougie.
You're definitely going to
appreciate
stream,
that.
right? Or at least do some videos.
Yeah, do some videos, bud.
Please, that's so cool.
Enjoy your trip, and thank you for that. You're
Thank
very
you
generous. You didn't
so
have to do that. It's very nice of you. Thank you,
Love
buddy.
you.
Have a great time, pal. And thank you very much. Jelly's Journey says, when I was working there, I used to go to the Mexico Pavilion when I was homesick.
Aw.
I'm not from Mexico, but we have a lot of that culture here. Well, no, it's
That's
great.
really
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely. It's an awesome pavilion. It really, really is.
I'll usually go there first because I want to get lunch. So I'm usually going to the quick service to get lunch for myself
Mhm.
because really only me and Little Walt will eat Mexican. Everybody else won't. So that's why I haven't been able to do any table service dining there.
Yeah, I'm not into Mexican food. I never have been. And maybe if I tried it more, I would be better at it. I mean, it's just not my kind of food for some reason.
I want to try the new place that opened, the little quick service that has like the margaritas and stuff because they have some eats too. And I actually want to try that this trip if I can.
Explosive Phoenix says, what ride per area in Epcot do you like? What ride per area? Well, I'd have to say Test Track over that way. I'd have to say Living with the Land over to the other side. Obviously, Spaceship Earth. I really enjoy Grand Fiesta Tour. I'm going to love Ratatouille when that opens. That's probably the best ones for me.
I actually like the Frozen ride. I know
Frozen's
it was
fine.
a little, it was kind of sad to see, oh my gosh, Maelstrom go away
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
because
Frozen
I
Ever
liked
After.
that. But Frozen Ever After is actually a really cute ride. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. We really didn't try it our first couple trips, and when it was open, and finally went this last trip, and we enjoyed it a lot.
Brian says, Walt, I got a sale today because of you. Brian, do tell, buddy. I got to know what that is. Let me know. How did that
I gotta
happen?
hear this one.
Yep. But I do. I think Mexico's great. After Mexico, from there, actually, Cargo said, actually, I walk straight past Go and unfortunately don't collect 200. And I start at the France Bakery and then backtrack to Future World. It's true.
We do that in the mornings.
Yep.
We go early,
Yep.
go to the bakery, get our pastries for breakfast, and then chop it on back since they don't open really until 11 o'clock.
Yep.
So I think that's always a good way to go, Cargo.
Yep.
And Bill says he could live only on Mexican food. I could too, but then the other family might not want to be around me.
Bill, you said you got one of those ponchos too. That's really cool. I love them. I love it.
You guys
I love
will
the
have to
poncho.
wear those.
I know. Yeah, we'll have to wear them to work one
Poncho
time.
day.
The poncho day at work. But once you leave Mexico, the next pavilion is that little kind of open area that's not really, it's the outpost area, if I'm not mistaken. It goes Mexico, then the outpost, then China.
Not awful. You'd think I would know this.
I know.
by
We
heart.
should know this by heart. And tell me if I'm wrong, folks. But I think it's Mexico, and then that little outpost area, and then China. Is it right? And then after China is Norway. And then after Norway is Germany, if I'm not mistaken. But I love China Pavilion is one of the most underrated pavilions that we never think about.
That's funny. Dee.
What's that?
She likes the jalapeno margarita, and starting the day with one probably wouldn't be the best idea.
No, probably not.
Mexico tends to be last. Hey,
Yeah.
Chef Family.
Hey, Chef Family, welcome in. No, we appreciate you
Thank
stopping in.
you. No
I
problem.
totally
Thank you so
understand. We
much.
appreciate you being here. So it is Norway. Okay, so Norway's next, then China. Okay. So speaking of Norway, Joey Ball says, I wonder if the Norway bakery opens at 11 a.m. They have great pastries. I don't think that area is. I think, well, it might be because I think you can go as far as China. So it's very well could be because Norway's open because Frozen's there. So it makes sense.
That's true. And I know usually the places that have the bakeries do open a little earlier. So that way you can grab something breakfasty. Because there's not a whole lot other than the Starbucks right now. And then like for quick service, I don't think there's a whole lot of breakfast options in Epcot unless you go to the boulangerie, Okay. I could be wrong if I'm not thinking, but like I said, they do have the Starbucks where you can get a few pastries in the morning. Otherwise, you go over to.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the break is not right there. The break is after Norway before you get to China. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think
I couldn't remember if it was.
I couldn't remember what was second.
Okay. So Mexico, Norway, China outpost. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. Makes sense. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru. It's true. I can't remember. I could never remember. But
I wish they had Peru.
But Norway is. I like Norway. It's another one of those ones when we've never eaten anything there. Not yet, anyway. We'd like to try Akershus one time. I'd love to try that. They have the character breakfast there with the princesses, but we haven't tried it yet. Brian, just off topic, Brian said he mentioned to a guy from Baltimore that one of his friends was at the O's game on Monday. That's us. And he said that the guy said they always lose, but it gave him an in to talk about the car.
There you go.
Good.
Well, it's funny. We were talking about, Norway.
Mm-hmm.
I've walked into that bakery multiple times, but have yet to buy anything.
It's true.
And I've heard people say that the school bread is good, but I worry about it because I know it's a little more on the savory side. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it is nice to have something that's not super sweet. And I do like coconut, but I'd have to get some more opinions on that. If you tried the school bread, what do you recommend at the bakery there? I know they just refurbed it and it looks really nice. And I know they have some more savory options there too, sandwiches and things like that. But I'm curious. It's one that I haven't tried yet.
Yep. But Norway, I do like. Look, I loved Maelstrom when it was there, but I don't mind Frozen Ever After. It's a fun ride. I think it's fun.
Animaniacs.
Yep, it's true. Animaniacs. I remember them. But so according to Joey's World, okay, so here it is: Mexico, Norway, China, Outpost, Germany, Italy, USA, Japan, Morocco, France, UK, Canada. Makes sense. All right. Well, speaking of which. Go ahead.
All right. Now I saw someone that put they don't like school bread. So who is it?
That was Cargo.
Cargo doesn't like it. And rice cream, Cargo does love. Mm-hmm. And that's in China, right? Mm-hmm. And let's see. Rice cream sounds icky. I know, I'm afraid to try it. Is that in where you get the ice things and you can choose the different toppings? Sometimes I'm afraid to try things like that because I hate to spend the Disney prices on something and then not like it. I think our son Walter would like it. He loves anything. He loves to eat in the China Pavilion. He eats at the Lotus Cafe all the time. We'll get to the Japan Pavilion.
Yeah, we'll get there.
They'll spend an entire lifetime in there if we let them.
Arjons, I heard that too, Richard. There's a big rumor right now that Brazil's coming and it's starting to gain traction. So we'll see. We'll see. Mm-hmm. But after Norway, of course, is China. And again, I really like the China Pavilion. I love going into the stores back in the back. They have a lot of cute stuff in there.
Oh, Cargo says rice cream's actually in the Norway bakery.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Is it like a rice pudding? Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I'll have to look into
absolutely.
That.
Hey, D&G Explorers, welcome in.
Hey, D&G.
Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. We definitely appreciate it very much. Okay. We are definitely talking Epcot tonight, and we're just kind of going around World Showcase one pavilion at a time, talk about things we like, maybe things we don't like, things we need to try, and just kind of go from there. But we're on China right now. I remember when China used to have the Hidden Army. Remember all the different soldiers, statues? Mm-hmm. That, of course, is gone now. It's been gone a few years now. But I really enjoyed that. And we've never done, you guys you'll be shocked by this, but we've never done Reflections of China.
Oh, that's cool Disney time.
You know
having States and Capitals test at my school, and I'm listening to the States and Capitals song from Animaniacs to help me study.
That'll help you. Cute. Yeah.
That's funny. Walt and I will go back and forth and test each other on silly stuff like that.
Mhm.
We'll start saying, okay,
I know.
Maine, Augusta,
Yeah.
like, go back.
Timothy
Hey,
Zablosky,
Timothy,
welcome in, buddy.
welcome in.
But I like China. We've never done Reflections of China.
We went to go in there and we're waiting for it to let us in, and then the jugglers came in outside and we stayed for that instead.
So we've seen the outside guys with the
Yes.
juggling and the acrobats and all that,
Yeah,
but we've never
a
done
couple
Reflections of
times.
China yet.
And we went in intending to see Reflections of China and got sidetracked by the other show.
And then
the
we
other
missed
one
it.
started,
And then we
we were
missed
like,
it.
oh, we're not waiting another, 30 minutes. So isn't that awful? Every time we go, we intend to do more. We have become more involved in the countries and seen more, but we still have not seen any of the, what are those called, the Circle Vision
No,
shows.
none of them.
single
Not a one.
of
Not
them,
at one yet.
which is ridiculous. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, they are awesome.
Reflections of China, the 360 movie, Stacey. We have not seen it yet. We have not seen that show yet. Hopefully we will, but we have not done it yet. Yeah, Disney Nerd Herders, I've heard it's good, but we haven't seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from China, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't want to go back up, you guys can kind of help us along here. I can't remember which one follows China. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Germany's next. And actually, Germany
Didn't
is.
they say that's when the Outpost is?
Oh,
After
right.
China?
Outpost would be next.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep. But I do like the different ones that they have. I'm going to pull it up while I got you guys in here.
And I like the little store in China. It's not as large as the Japan store, but they have some cute stuff in there. We've had some fun just looking around in the store in China, and we have eaten at the table service. We've eaten at the why am I blanking out?
Where? China?
The Dragon.
Oh, we ate at Nine Dragons.
Nine Dragons.
Yeah,
So
we ate at Nine Dragons.
nothing
It was
super
meh.
spectacular. I mean, it's about the same as probably getting Chinese
Exactly.
pretty much anywhere.
But paying Disney prices.
Right. Although they were a little more reasonable than some of the other restaurants there. Didn't hate it, didn't love it. Do not get dessert there. I've said that before. They're definitely not. Don't get dessert.
No. Oh, my
I
God.
know, Cargo
They
mentioned
hated it.
they have green tea, ice cream, and I'm like, no. I had some kind of banana egg roll, and it was like the bananas were brown and mushy, and it was the worst tasting thing I've had in a long time.
I know. It
was pretty tasty.
I'm not a big fan of Chinese food either. Like I said, I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. And mine was fine. Oh, excuse me. Mine was fine, though. I didn't mind my meal. For me, it was okay. But we probably will not eat at Nine Dragons again.
Yeah, definitely don't get dessert.
Nope, absolutely.
It just came with the meal because we had the dining plan at the time. But
yeah, but China's another one. They have, of course, the Mulan meet and greet
yes,
is there, which is really nice.
Mhm.
Every once in a while, Mushu will come out with her, but it's
We
primarily
haven't met
Mulan.
Mushu yet.
No, we haven't met him yet.
I'd love to meet Mushu.
I would love to, but China. After China is the Outpost, and then from China is one of our favorite places to stop in the Germany Pavilion.
Oh yeah, CD green tea cheesecake. Blech. You're right. Don't even bother.
I know. At D&G, we actually did a burp earlier, and we said it was sponsored by D&G Explorers.
Yeah, Disney Nerd Herders. That's where our son likes to go to the quick stop at
Yep.
the Lotus Cafe in China. He loves like the
Mhm.
orange chicken, and there's a beef one. He eats there all the time. It's funny.
It's
Cracks me
true.
up. Mhm.
Yep. But what we really love in the Germany Pavilion more than anything, although I do like the aesthetic of it, I think it's really pretty, is caramel couche.
Oh my gosh, that's somewhere it's a can't miss stop for me. We have to go to it's the Werther's caramel store in Germany, and it has the best caramel popcorn.
Yep.
Like caramel corn ever.
But the
I
whole
normally
store.
don't even like caramel popcorn, but it's because they're caramel. I think it's the molasses when people put it in caramel corn, and I don't dislike molasses normally,
Mhm.
but for caramel corn, I don't like molasses, and theirs is just so good.
Yep.
They have a lot of good stuff.
They do. Caramel. Oh my gosh, Cargo, we love caramel. That entire store smells so
Oh
amazing.
my god!
And Joey's right. You're right. They have the largest pretzels. The pretzels are gigantic.
But they're not good.
Well, I didn't think it was that bad.
No, remember you were like,
Oh,
this
that's
is
right.
horrible.
That's where it was.
Isn't that awful in Germany? I mean, maybe it's because we got it at the little quick store where they sell mostly all
Yeah,
the
maybe
beer.
we'll have to try it again.
I don't know, but no, we've gotten them there twice, and both times we were extremely disappointed. And granted, it was kind of late.
It
So I don't
was.
know if they'd been sitting around too long.
Yeah, maybe we need fresher ones.
It was awful.
Robin, you're exactly right. The caramel couche store, or couche, whatever you want to call it. You can smell it a pavilion away, and it just draws you in.
It's like the cartoons when they're wafting in the air and the smell is leading them, and you're like,
it's true. I love that story. We sat in there one time for about 10 minutes just watching them make the caramel popcorn, but also just for the smell of the place. And I always walk out of there with some kind of chocolate
covered,
turtle or something.
He loves the turtles.
Yeah, or clusters as they like to call them.
Yeah. Mickey pretzels are 10 times better. Just get a Mickey pretzel. Don't spend the money in Germany for a pretzel. That's pathetic, but true. We have not eaten at the table service there yet. The beer garden. I've heard it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys all have an opinion. So
the atmosphere looks fantastic. And Timothy says everyone goes to World Showcase for the food and drink. I go for the toys and souvenirs and the atmosphere. All great reasons to go.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. The toys, the souvenirs, it's all fantastic from the different countries. Mm-hmm. You get a different idea of what different countries like, and the atmospheres in each and every one of those countries is unique.
Mm-hmm. You're right, Brian. They do need a German chocolate store.
Mm-hmm.
They have some chocolate in there, but most of it has caramel with it. So for cargo, if you're not a big caramel fan, obviously it's not going to do you much good, but I'm with you on that.
Yep. Arjan's, the popcorn in there is amazing.
Oh,
and you know what? And we're going to get to that in a little bit at the end here, but I do want to go back over there and talk about, speaking of popcorn, but we'll get there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we'll just talk about it now. For those that don't know, I want to go out of World Showcase real fast and jump back. Over by Figment, by Journey into Imagination, there's a little stand with popcorn. They have 3 different types of popcorn, and they are, because you'll know.
Oh my gosh, they have a sour cream and onion.
They have a
buffalo and a cheddar. And you can get them mixed together, and it's
fantastic.
So good.
It is fantastic, guys and gals. Check it out if you can. Get them to mix it. I mean, unless you're not into that. Some people aren't into that. We had it mixed and thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very yummy.
Yep. 57 days for Disney Nerd.
What do you mean, ew, Steve?
Ew, no. I think that's fine, Steve.
You can try some R's.
Yep.
You might change your mind.
Is it buffalo popcorn?
Yeah, it's buffalo, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like
I think it's great.
What did we call it? Did we say something?
Did we say something else? I thought we said
barbecue. I thought we did. I hope we didn't say barbecue. It's definitely buffalo. So it's like if you get the cheese and buffalo together, and believe it or not, it sounds like a weird combination, but they all go well together. It's a good mix, believe it or not.
George Ball says, yep, we tried the popcorn mixed. It was awesome. Did not believe it until we tried it. It's true.
You're right.
You think that the flavors are going to mix and it's not going to be a combination that's but it is.
Even Steve said that he can't believe you eat that, Walt, because Walt tends to be a picky eater, but it's funny, we got it when we went to the...
I didn't think I would like it.
Yeah, we got the bucket when we went to the Halloween party and brought it into Epcot and filled it with that popcorn on one of our last days. He almost ate the whole thing himself.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't think I would like it either, Steve.
He loves it.
I love popcorn. Don't get me wrong. I like popcorn, but I didn't think I would like the combinations. I was like, I'm not going to like that. It didn't sound good. Sour cream popcorn, buffalo popcorn.
Good.
It's awesome. It was actually really good.
That's funny.
Definitely try it, D&G. I'm telling you, it's awesome. I was surprised. I really was. I wanted to jump off topic real fast because I didn't want to forget it.
Right.
It's a good snack, and it's just different.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Forget it.
Someone send Timothy that mixed batch of popcorn. If we could, we would. It's really good.
I'd like to beam some here right now with some caramel corn.
That would be awesome. Now, moving on from Germany Pavilion is the next pavilion, which used to be my favorite, and it's still one of my favorite for food, and that's Italy. I think the Italy Pavilion, what lacks at the Italy Pavilion for us are the stores.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the stuff that they sell. And to be honest, I'm even a little disappointed by the setup. I feel like it's missing something when you see pictures of real Italy and just, I don't know, it's disappointing to me. And I guess maybe because Italy's the one place I really want to go someday. It's like my bucket list.
Yes, we do.
I just really wish it had more of a, I don't know, it's not like they can put a fake Colosseum in there or something, but I don't know. I felt like it was missing something. And I don't love the stores like I thought I would. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's disappointing to me.
It is in that respect, but then again, they have one of the best places to eat.
Yes.
Via Napoli is amazing. I love Via Napoli.
Chili. Good-looking guys there. Yes, that's very true. That's hilarious.
I'm Italian.
Hey, Christy. You wish.
I am.
You are not.
Christy's Corner, welcome in. How are you? Good to see you.
Liar.
But Italy, I love Via Napoli. It's one of my favorite places to eat in all of Walt Disney World. We haven't tried Tutto Italia yet, though.
Bye, Chris.
Take care, Chris. Good to see you, buddy.
A little later on your stream.
No, that's all right, buddy. We appreciate you stepping in for a little bit. Please.
Hi, Rosa.
Hey, Rosa, welcome in. Good to see you. Zippity Doo says Via Napoli pizza is amazing, but got the spaghetti and meatballs to carve up for my Disney half marathon, and it was terrible. Wow, that's surprising.
That stinks.
Yeah, what did I get?
They don't have it anymore, but it was like
It was kind of like a lasagna.
Candelabra.
Almost. It was great.
Not candelabra. Stuffed candelabra.
Yeah, it was a little chewy.
Candeloni or something.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome.
I usually get the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I get something different, different type of pizza. I think I got the white pizza last time, and that was pretty yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Might be, I don't know. I've been debating whether or not to try one of the more adventurous ones. So
it's unbelievable. I think the food there is awesome. It's one of my favorite things, but I'm not happy with the stores. And they also have the guy that blows the whistle. He's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of his name, but he's really fun too. And so Italy's not bad. It's just not. It used to be my favorite pavilion, but as I've gotten to know the other pavilions, it's really fallen down the list. As much as I hate to say it.
Oh, Zippity Doodad said the chicken parm is really good. I'll have to try that.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Get that and a pizza and share.
That's a good idea.
And I really like if you can fit dessert in I think they call it. It's Sepoli. It's they're just like ricotta cheese donuts, and they give you real whipped cream and this really rich dark chocolate dipping sauces, and they give you a ton of them. It's so good, and the gelato's good too. So, yum,
Sergio,
yum.
That's it, Brian. Sergio,
yes, that's
his name. Absolutely, he's fun. I think he's a lot of fun. Let's get moving because we're coming up on an hour, and we're only halfway through.
Funny you say that, Christy. We were just referencing Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs earlier.
Yeah, we were.
Came up twice in one stream.
So. Disney Nerd says, where should me and Stacy eat in World Showcase for our date night? Well, that's really going to depend on a lot of different things. Budget, what you like in atmosphere, what you're looking for, and things like that. Obviously, we always say, I think the best place to eat is Le Cellier, but that's not cheap. I think another one that could be very romantic and fun is any of the France Pavilion ones. I know that Chef de France is pretty good. There's also the one in Morocco, which you want to try, Restaurant Marrakesh. There's a lot of different ones that are really great.
I mean, as far as if you want like a candlelit kind of, even the Mexico Pavilion and I know they just changed up their menu a little bit. I've heard mixed opinions on that menu, but I know that's a nice kind of, because it's dimly lit. And if you were near the water where you can see the ride go by, it's kind of neat. So there's a lot of places that are great. Or even the other Mexico restaurant, the one I think that gets a little better ratings that overlooks.
Take care, Bill. Thanks, buddy.
You can see the
appreciate you being
the show.
Here. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's a good one too.
Yep. Thanks, Bill, for being here. I appreciate it.
Bill. Good night.
I also want to say hi to Painting the Roses Red and Fishing 1976. Thank you for being here. And Disney Life for Me.
Hey, Dee Miguel.
Hey, Dee. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, everybody. But after Italy, we move on to the American Pavilion, which is it's probably, I really like the American Pavilion. I don't want to give away too much. Hey, Florida Fanatics, welcome in. Good to see you. Because part of the trivia questions will be about American Pavilion. But I don't mind it. I love the American Adventure. I think that's a great show. And I love Voices of Liberty. They're fantastic.
It is.
It's just not a lot to the pavilion. There's nothing there. There's really no stores. There's not much else to it. So it doesn't give, it's not the best representation in that respect, but it's not bad. They need a rooftop, nice dinner place in World Showcase. That would be up. What did I do? Run your foot over? I'm sorry. But I agree. Jim says, I really want to try the upstairs restaurant in France. Yep.
You're right, Kay. Marrakesh has a belly dancer.
And Joey's well said, a celebration of all nations, but mainly America. Yep, that's true.
That's where Mason always has to go. As soon as we get to Epcot,
go to the American
Pavilion to get chicken tenders and fries. I'm like, oh my gosh.
He's my son, but he's not my son.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Straight to America Pavilion.
Yeah.
That's funny. And they do have a good bathroom there, right?
They do. And Jelly's Journey says she always falls asleep in the American Pavilion show.
Me too. There and what's the other one?
Carousel Progress?
No, the Hall of Presidents.
Oh, Hall of Presidents. Absolutely. Yep.
It's a good nap spot.
Yep. Now, moving on from the American Pavilion, because there's really not a lot of the American Adventure, is, of course, one of our most favorites, and it's definitely our son's favorites, That's the Japan pavilion.
Oh my gosh.
It's an incredible pavilion. What an awesome pavilion.
One of our trips, I think the kids were in the store for over 2 hours.
Yeah, they were in there for 2 hours.
Extremely aggravated.
I'm like, where are they?
Because they were younger.
What are we doing?
And he was like, didn't feel like we could leave them on their own at that point.
Yeah.
A few trips back. Now they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they do whatever they want
It's
now.
funny.
But they love the Japan pavilion. I love it too. I think it's great. We've done Teppanyaki.
Mhm.
It was fantastic. What a great hibachi grill. We loved it. We didn't do Tokyo dining, but our oldest did with his girlfriend. He thought it was good, didn't he?
Yeah, he liked it. He said it was fine. I don't know that they'd do it again. Mostly a lot of sushi and stuff like that. He eats it. His girlfriend really loves it.
Yep.
So, all different.
Yep. Jelly's Journey, it's true. It really is really, really good. That was my first experience of a hibachi grill. Was Teppanyaki, and I loved it. And ever since then, I love hibachi. Florida Fanatics, Monsieur Paul, I hear is very good. It's high-end. It's definitely high-end. It's a signature restaurant, but you're right. I hear good things about it.
I have not tried it.
Nope, not yet. Cargo says Japan is her favorite candy place to shop. It is.
Oh my gosh,
tons of candy.
Kids love
tons of candy. That what's it called? What's the name of the store? Mitsukoshi.
Yeah.
The Mitsukoshi store is amazing. And even now, I know they're doing a lot of refurb over there right now because they're adding a third restaurant. But when that store was the giant store that it used to be, it was like a department store. It's still pretty big.
Yeah, and they have all kinds of fun stuff. There's stuff I find there, that I even find exciting and cool. So it's a really fun store to check out. It's kind of a don't miss store, I think.
Disney Time, I didn't know that they were thinking about planning a Godzilla ride for Japan. Oh, if that is true, I don't know if you're joking or not, but if it's true, that's pretty funny. What I will say about Japan too, I like the drummers, the guys that come out and do the drums. They're really, really cool. And I saw this on a Michael Kay video, and everybody knows who Michael Kay is. He said, you ever want to watch Reflections of Earth, Illuminations, go up to the top of the second floor there where Teppanyaki and Tokyo Dining are, and watch from up there. He said, great vantage point. And I believe it. It looks good.
It's funny you bring that up, Florida Fanatics, about the green tea Kit Kats. I've heard a lot of people say those are great. They have several different flavors of Kit Kats there. I'm going to have to get them next time because I've heard nothing but good things. So
You see them all the time. You see them all the time. They're right there. Yep.
I'm interested to see what they taste like.
Yep. And also about the Japan Pavilion real fast is I like that they do the little pearl show where you can open up the clam and you can get the pearl. Oyster. Sorry. Well, you can open up the oyster and you see the pearl. That's really neat too, and they do that all the time. And that's always fun, and the crowd gets into it, and it's fun. It definitely is fun.
That's true, Stacy.
What's Stacy?
Eating with strangers, only the first 2 minutes, and then they become your friends at the hibachi table.
It's true. No, it's true every single time. I agree 100%. Moving on from Japan is probably now my favorite pavilion in Epcot, and that's the Morocco Pavilion. I love the Morocco Pavilion. Let's see what some of the people say.
Can Cargo?
What's Cargo saying?
She can get green tea Kit Kats in Canada. We
wow.
have
How about
them
that?
here. No fail. And Timothy had some good suggestions for some candies to try. We'll have to write those down. Some of the UK and
Smarties,
Canada
coffee
imports.
cake. Yeah, we'll try them.
That
Absolutely.
sounds good to me too.
Yep. Or Melissa will try.
Coffee crisp sounds awesome.
Yep. But the Morocco Pavilion, I think I think it's one of the most one of the most beautiful pavilions there.
It's
period.
Gorgeous.
Everything they've done in that, the attention to detail is so amazing in that pavilion. I love it. It's my favorite. And the little back alleys you can go into and everything is just, they're wonderful. I think I love it. I think it's a great, great pavilion.
It is. I just love all the little, the what do they call those? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out again.
What's that?
The mosaic. The tiles.
Mosaic. Oh, the tiles.
Just the tile.
The tiles are amazing.
It really is. And I like Moroccan food. I have to stick with the Tangerine Cafe to get my fix because they're not going to try it, but it's good enough for me. And the shops are fun.
I think they're amazing.
Although I sometimes feel like
I want to buy a lot of the stuff. I want one of the carpets. I want a magic carpet. I want one of the. They got like these things that look, they're like lamps that are really shaped cool back there too. I want one of them. I love it back there. Oh, Cargo, thank you.
We've been working on that.
We're thinking about it.
For it.
We'll see about it.
That's funny.
Fishing Fanatics, Fishing 1976. If you have to go, buddy, I appreciate it. I wasn't sure if you were saying you were leaving or not, but thank you very much for stopping in. I appreciate it. The tiles were laid by hand. I know that, Kate. Awesome. That's amazing. But the entire thing is so cool. I love it. I think it's amazing. I love that pavilion. We're almost done, guys. Couple more to go through. After Morocco, of course, is the France Pavilion.
You can sense it.
The France Pavilion is actually kind of it's a cool one, but we've never eaten in France other than
the bakery and
the
boulangerie. The ice cream place.
Yes, yeah. The ice cream place is really nice too.
You know what's funny? You've been there and I haven't. How crazy is that?
And she loves ice cream, and I'm not big on ice cream, but I ate there and she didn't.
Phenomenal.
It is good.
Easter puppy.
It really is.
He knew it's almost at an hour.
But I know you guys. A lot of people love the France food, the French food over there, whether it's Chefs de France or Monsieur Paul. But and another thing, we've never done O Canada. With Mark Short.
I know. As I said, none of the circle rides. Yes, French pastries are awesome. I love to get many of the stuffed croissants, whether it's a chocolate croissant or the almond croissant. So yummy.
Yeah. We did that. Our last trip, we went to Epcot very early in the morning, and we went over to France and got breakfast and sat there with hardly anybody in the park, overlooking the water. It was beautiful. We had a good time with it.
Yeah.
What D&G says, what's cool about Morocco is it's the only pavilion a government sponsored. Yep, that's true too. But also, you can meet Jasmine and Aladdin back there too. It's another meet
they have a nice little setup back there too.
Yep, it is.
It's really cute.
It's beautiful back there. Spice Road Table. I know Melissa wants to try Spice Road Table, D, for sure.
I do.
Oh, the parks are fun at night. They are fun at night, for sure. Oh, the guy with the whistle, the worst basketball. Well, I think that's in Italy. I think you're thinking of Sergio with the whistle.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, gosh, he's unbelievable, though. I mean, I wish he wouldn't blow the whistle as much.
I know, right?
But France is very, very picturesque. I love the fact they got that Eiffel Tower up there, and you can get some nice photos. You can meet Aurora. She's over there. You can meet her, which is really cool, too. And the stores are okay in the France Pavilion, but they're going to be expanding on France because Ratatouille's coming.
Wait for that.
Can't wait for Ratatouille.
That ride is incredible. I hope Dougie films Ratatouille when he's over in Disney fairs.
Yep, I agree. Oh, saw the whistle in France too. Okay, maybe it was. Okay. Maybe it was in both. Maybe it is.
That's not the guy who stacks the chairs.
Oh, it could be.
Who whistles?
Maybe he does.
I don't know. That's funny.
The Figment guy does not walk around Fishing 1976. They no longer have Dreamfinder. I wish they did, but they do not.
I know, right? And no, I've never met Prince Philip Jelly. That'd be another good one.
He should be over there, but it's right now just Sleeping Beauty is over there. Let's see. A whistle with a French accent.
Oh, you're right. It will be close to the new Skyliner
station. It is. Jim, it's right there. You're right, Jim. Yep. Let's see. Also, they talk, of course, after France, you have the International Gateway. That's another way you can get into the park. You would be coming from like Hollywood Studios or Boardwalk or Yacht and Beach Club for sure.
Okay. Jim is right. The one guy stacks the chair while the other guy whistles.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. Okay.
I thought, from after I thought about it, I'm like, wait a second.
Okay.
I don't think we've ever actually seen that one in person. I've seen some vlogs on it, but haven't actually seen it live.
No, we haven't seen it live yet. We haven't seen it live.
Doesn't sound like we're missing.
Nope. And then, of course, after that, once you get past the Gateway, you have the United Kingdom, which is another great pavilion. I love the Yorkshire County quick service over there. The fish and chips is amazing.
I really love the UK. They're some of my favorite shops.
Yes.
I love the tea shop. Some of the ones, though, like the Crabtree and Evelyn, isn't that interesting? And there's just too much perfumey stuff going on.
Right.
Like the perfume shop, I could do without because I feel like I'm going to pass out. But I love the tea shops and the different. Speaking of candies, I really like a lot of what they have in the UK. They have a lot of really fun stuff. So for me, like the different biscuits and the Toblerones, I really like the UK. And we watch a lot of like some British television, so I love to see like the different T-shirts.
Yes.
We were really into Sherlock.
Yep.
And seeing a bunch of that over there was kind of pretty cool, where you could buy T-shirts and stuff like that. So that's fun.
No, Dougie, I'm sure it's not proper. It's
we
not.
brought him back. Sorry,
Dougie, I'm sure it's not proper fish and chips, but for us, I would love to try proper fish and chips. For that, we enjoy that. So for what we know, we like it. By the water down the grill is a great spot. Yep, it is. That's where we go.
Yep.
But I love the UK pavilion. I think it's beautiful. Back there, they have that little like maze area with the flowers. A few years back, they used to do an Easter egg hunt because our kids did it when they were
that
younger.
was fun.
And they have the little band that plays in the back that's supposed to be like a recreation of the Beatles. They play Beatles music
I
back
enjoyed
there.
That.
That's a lot of fun.
God save
the UK pavilion, it's really neat.
I think it's really pretty too.
I
I
do
like all
too.
the flowers.
I like it.
And I just think it's really nice. And I like that back area, like back where the singers
I do
are.
too.
It's
I think
nice and
it's
kind of cozy and quiet back there.
it is.
It's really peaceful.
Yep. And then the last one, pavilion, and then we'll get to our trivia. I appreciate everybody staying with us tonight. We still we're at the 9 o'clock hour, and there's still 25 in there. We appreciate it very much. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up for us if you could.
John, I'm not cotting. And Dougie, I hope to pray to God some of these days.
One of these days, we would love to, but we would.
Love that. That would definitely be on my bucket list.
British invasion. That's it, Jellies. Yep,
Yeah,
that's it. British invasion. And of course, last but certainly not least, although maybe least on our list, is Canada. And don't get me wrong, Cargo.
Food in Canada.
We love the food and stuff like that. Le Cellier is out of this world. I just wish they had more to it. There's not very many stores in the Canada Pavilion, and it's beautiful to look at.
Yes.
But like when you go up the steps into the back, they have a couple of those like buildings there, but you can't go into those buildings.
2 a.m. over there.
I wish that John. Oh my gosh!
Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you, bud.
There's so many
We're almost
here
done.
too. We appreciate you so much.
But
Dee and John.
I just
and
wish
Doug.
I wish they would do a little bit more to open up some of those other areas in the Canada Pavilion because I love Le Cellier. It's my favorite place to eat in all of Walt Disney World. Period. And I love the little like garden area they have off to the right, which is beautiful. I love the waterfalls that's in the back.
I just feel like it should lead you somewhere.
Yes.
But it is beautiful.
Jim,
It is nice.
Martin Short is awesome, buddy.
I
We
love
haven't
Martin
seen that show
Short.
yet.
He's the bomb.
Yep.
He's so funny. I always think of the three amigos.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Oh Lord.
Hey,
Hey,
Meg, what's
Meg.
going on, Meg? We are getting ready to
Just
do
in time
trivia
for
too.
trivia.
I know. Good.
We started a half hour late just so you could join us at the end.
There's some truth to that. All right, so let's get going here. So that's again, there's nothing like Epcot. It's my second favorite. I know it's your favorite. It's such a wonderful, and we didn't even talk about any of the festivals which are
right?
there or
Oh my
illuminations. There's so much
So much
that
going
makes
on.
Epcot what it is. I think it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But let's get to some trivia for this. Now it's not multiple choice, so you guys just got to know these. So hopefully, I'm sure you're going to know a lot of this.
Yeah.
But we've got 8 trivia questions just for fun, and so let's see how you guys do. Oh, there's Steve. Steve's still here. Zippity doo dah. You're most welcome. No problem at all. All right, let's get going. So let's get going with the first question. Our first question is, how many acres is Epcot? Let's see if you guys can guess this one. That's all right, Meg. We're just glad you're here. Appreciate you being here. How many messages? How many messages? Acres. I'm sorry. How many acres, guys? How many acres? 224. No, not that many. Steve's too low and fishing is too high.
Jelly's not ready.
No, not 5,000. That's way too high, Brian. 400's closer, but still a little too high. Yep, there you go. Joey's World got it. Good job, Joey's World. 300 acres.
Right behind you.
It's the second largest. It's not quite as big as Animal Kingdom, but it's right up there. How many messages? I know. I was reading the other thing, Meg. I'm sorry.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, right there. So how far is it if you walk World Showcase? How far is it? How far are you walking from Mexico all the way around to Canada? How far is it?
I was actually surprised by this. I think we found this out when we were there our last trip.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little surprised.
How far is it to walk from Mexico to Canada on World Showcase? D's close. It's a little bit more than that. Jelly, that's a little too high.
Guys are close.
Far.
John's far. John wins.
John got it. Far. Nope, it's not 4.
Not one mic.
A little bit more than that,
Close,
Steve.
Close, Steve. Even closer, D&G.
Closer. Yep, there you go. Well, no, D&G is
They're
probably
the
the closest.
closest.
It's 1.25 miles.
So 1.25 miles.
1.25 mile.
That's crazy, huh?
Yep, 1
And then we
1/4
had to
mile.
book it.
Yep, yep. It's 1 1/4 mile. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't realize it was that far.
Mhm.
Doesn't feel like it.
Depends on the day and how hot it is.
Yep, you do that 1 1/4. You got it.
Yep.
1/4. All right, so here's a good one. What ride is actually the longest ride in Walt Disney World? If you can tell me the ride and how long it is, you get extra credit.
And if you listen, I think this was kind of in our
Mm-hmm.
podcast that, oh no.
Thanks, D&G. We appreciate you being here.
That podcast
Thank you very no, not yet.
Never mind.
Thank you, D&G.
We have a podcast we recorded.
Say thank you to them.
Oh, good night. Thank you. I'm too busy blabbing. Oh, the dog even tells me to be quiet.
Yes. Jim, good job.
Yep.
Test track.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4,286 feet long.
That's crazy.
Well, if you include the entire track.
I know
and
you.
everything,
I
it's
would have thought
crazy.
Spaceship Earth too, Brian.
Yep. Nope, it's not. It's according to what I read, it was test track. I couldn't believe it.
Mhm.
Test track it's crazy. I think length, Meg, from what I got, 4,286 feet.
Boredom. I think I'm the only person that liked Ellen's Energy Adventures jelly. Walt hated it too. I got to ride it once in my life, and then they took it away. I didn't get to go on it again.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sorry, guys. Maybe should have been. I meant like longest ride in the matter of length. And feet, not necessarily time wise. How long you're on it. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I didn't explain that well, guys. Sorry. Oh, Living with the Land would be up there, though. I agree with that. So, what does Epcot stand for? Let's see who gets that one. Oh, there you go. Meg loved Ellen's Energy Adventure.
Thanks, Meg. Now we can't even go together.
What is Epcot stand for? Nobody knows.
Yes, they do.
I think everybody knows this one.
Just realized I'm not.
Yes, Jim, you're right. Mission Space is the longest. And you actually circle the Earth.
Good point.
How do you measure a ride? I don't know. Hey, Juan, welcome in, buddy.
Hey, Juan.
Everybody comes out tired. It's true. Experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Good job. Jelly's Journeys, good job. Joey's World, good job. Jim, everybody got that one. That's a good one. That's all right. I knew what you meant. Everybody got that one. Good job, everybody. So next question. I had to look this one up, and I'm still not 100% on it, but I think we're right. Who sponsors the Land Pavilion? Let's see who knows that.
I bet Steve will know.
Steve's not even here. He's watching the draft.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Who sponsors the Land Pavilion? We got 3 more questions after this one, guys. I appreciate you hanging in there. Every Megan comes out tired.
Florida Fanatics got it.
What'd they say?
Nestle.
Yep, Nestle. Very good. Very good.
Jelly was right behind.
Absolutely.
And then my
absolutely.
Disney Park memories.
Disney Nerders, I thought that too, but we looked it up.
I think maybe Kraft
Chiquita Banana.
originally might have,
But
because it
Nestle
did come
now.
up, but it is currently Nestle from what we saw.
And from what if I'm remembering correctly, don't they even talk about Nestle and Living with the Land?
I think so.
I thought they did. So good job, everybody. Some Banana Republic. So how many countries are there? This is an easy one. How many countries are there in World Showcase? I better say that because somebody's going to say 586. How many countries are there in World Showcase? Let's see who gets this one first. Nope, not 13. Yep, Steve got it. There you go. Good job, Steve.
Steve's here.
Steve's here. Got 11. 999. And there's always room for one more, and it's coming, Brazil. All right. 2 more questions. Here's a good one. Let's see who gets this one. This one's kind of a tricky one. What country was not part of the original World Showcase? What country was not part of the original World Showcase? Ever learned your ABCs? Thank a banana. I will pay attention, Steve says. Good job! Disney time. Good job. Very good. Not quite that far away, Noah. Yep, it was Norway. Norway was not one of the original World Showcase. How about that? That's
And
pretty interesting.
Meg, you would have been right next because Morocco was the next one after Norway.
Right.
That was put in later too.
Yep.
So
Very good. Very good.
that was my guess too.
And then last question, and this one, if you really think about this, you'll get this pretty quick. Name the only country that doesn't have a sit-down restaurant. It's just counter service. Only country with counter service. Just counter service. Let's see who gets this one.
Yep.
There you go. Outpost. Joey, well, I guess technically that would be correct. Yep, you all got it. The American Adventure Pavilion does not have a sit-down table service. It's all America. It's all counter service. And they only have one, too.
Well, what do you expect? You can get that anywhere else.
That's true. Yep. Yep. There you go. All right, guys. Well, there you go. That is Epcot in a nutshell. And we love it. I think Epcot's a fantastic park. It's just, it's amazing. It's got everything. And to add on with all the festivals they have too, it just makes it's a must do. You can't miss it. Whenever anybody says to us, what park do you go to? Usually I'll say Magic Kingdom first, Epcot's next. You just can't miss it.
Usually.
Yeah. But everybody, I want to thank you for coming in tonight. We definitely appreciate everybody being here. We really hope you guys had a good time. We love talking about the parks. You know, we can do our brackets and stuff like that, which we do, and we can do our other stuff. But every once in a while, we like to talk about the parks to get back to the nuts and bolts of what make these going to Walt Disney World so much fun. Maybe one day it's Joey's World. They might add it. No, I don't think there's too many festivals, Meg. I think the festivals they have are relevant and fun.
I think if they try to add one more, it might be too many.
Yeah, well, I don't think they could.
Hit their limit.
Well, they have 4 basically: winter, spring, summer, fall.
And they have one for every occasion.
Yep. But thank you all. Before we head out, a couple things real fast. Please, if you haven't already hit that like button, please do so for us. Be sure to check out our partner channel, Steve from Steve's World. He's over 600 subs now. He's pushing towards 1,000. Let's try to get him there. I mean, he is really, really, really growing. Be sure to help him.
He said he needs something to count.
Who?
Usually, Steve.
Oh.
Usually we're making him count.
Yeah, I know, Steve. Not tonight.
Sorry, Steve.
Well, let's count Steve up to 1,000 subs. That would be nice.
That's right.
But yeah, we definitely appreciate everybody coming out, and I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. We had a great time with it. I think next Thursday we'll head on over to Hollywood Studios, and we'll talk about some Hollywood stuff, or maybe. We're gonna be superstars. Anyway, but thanks, guys. Be sure to check out Steve's World. If you haven't already subbed to our channel, we really would appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,400. We're getting there. We're moving a little slow, but we'll get there at some point. But that's the cue right there.
But a whole half hour later than usual. I'm so tired.
But thanks, Arjan. Appreciate it, buddy. Everybody go check out, of course, the liveplace.com family-friendly live streams there as well. We will be back on Saturday night, Steve and I, with Sports Night. I'm not sure yet what we're going to talk about, but Sports Night for sure.
Maybe the draft.
Maybe we might talk. The draft. That's a good idea.
That's why Steve has to closely pay attention.
Yep. Next week, John's away.
John,
no problem.
Bye, puppy.
John, have a good vacation or holiday if that's what you're doing, buddy. Everybody, thank you again. Dougie, thank you for the super chat. That was very generous of you, buddy. Definitely goes towards helping to make the channel better. We definitely appreciate it.
Explosive Phoenix, time to raid Disney World Adventures vlog tonight.
Yep. But thank you all very much for joining us. We hope you all had a great time. We did. We're very honored and blessed that you all came out. We had a lot of, I think we got 30 people in here tonight. That was fantastic.
Awesome. We love you guys.
Yep. So everybody have a great night. Take care of yourselves and each other. Head on out to Chris over at Disney World Adventures. I think he goes on at 10, I think. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Hey, whatever it takes. End game. Bye, guys.